All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to hop right into this video. What I'm going to show you right here, this right here, what you're looking at is a video of a current county commissioner, Wayne County, at a commissioner's meeting making an entire speech about one of my YouTube videos. Now I'm going to play what he said about me in the video and some other things, but I'm just going to give you a little backstory before I play the video. Now, I think possibly like a week ago, I read an article online, not online, but the article from a paper, the Old New North. And in the article, there were some certain things that reference the current council member or the commissioner. And I read the article and gave my commentary on it. Now, I didn't say that anything in the article was true. I just read the article and once again gave my commentary on it. Now, evidently, he has taken offense to the YouTube video and has decided to once again make an entire diatribe to interrupt the city council, or excuse me, the county commissioner's business meeting to address a social media video as well as a newspaper article. Now I'm going to play this to you with as much or as least commentary as possible, but I gotta stop it at times just to, point out certain things in the video. So I'm going to play this video about a current commissioner speaking about my YouTube video.
Positive values such as honesty and respect for each other. I've faced many challenges as an elected official. Most couldn't walk in my moccasins, and I wouldn't want you to. When I was a city councilman, I took many lashes to stand up for our city residents of Goldsboro. I asked that our city have a forensic audit because I knew there were financial concerns. And it was later discovered that I was correct. This is a letter from the city of Goldsboro. And in this letter, it states, this letter is to verify that you do not currently nor have ever had a payment arrangement on your city of Goldsboro water account. So, I've never had any payment arrangements, nor did I ever have a water bill that was thousands of dollars. Do you really think the city was going to let me, the same person who couldn't even get the city to honor my public records requests, go years without paying for water? Right, that doesn't make sense. If you're interested in the truth, feel free to reach out to the city to verify. But these are the lies told to you by the Old North, the New Old North. But this is reminding me of the ways of the Old South. This tabloid-like paper, in my opinion, has been a divider and distractor in our community. But it is up to we, the people, to put a mute on voices like this in our community. Can it find of the Old New North lack of journalism integrity is likened to cheap gossip magazines, in my opinion. This latest article.
So, I'm going to stop it right there real quick. So this is fair use. YouTube, this is fair use. I am taking this from a published city council meeting. So fair use, I'm using this in the form of commentary. So this is a public forum that these things are said on. So it's not like I am, creating any slander or what have you, because, everybody can hear for themselves. So I just wanted to point out that. And also, once again, he kind of took a shot at the guy who does the paper, calling him, a gossiper in so many words. But we're going to continue on this video.
He has published is full of hearsay and is not supported by any facts. Again, let me be clear. I have never taken any luxury trips on taxpayers' dollars. The reason why voices such as these...
All right, and also, let me address that. I don't think anyone said in the article, in the video, that he ever took any luxury trips on any taxpayers' dollars. And once again, I'm just responding to the video. Also, you know, he's showing a letter about not having a payment arrangement. But once again, if you go look at the video and read the article, the video and the article never stated that, you know, he had a payment arrangement. That's neither here nor there. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just showing you guys why or how or for what reason was my name and my YouTube channel mentioned at a county commissioners meeting, which is supposed to be discussing county, school issues, financial issues. These people, I'm pretty sure those members don't want to hear about a YouTube video or article by Richard Taylor. But let's continue.
That spread false narratives should be of concern to us all is because they give birth to copycats like Richard Taylor.
Okay, so there we go. So he said the reason, and once again, I'm just repeating what the man said, the reason voices like Ken Fine is so dangerous because they give voices to copycats. Once again, I think that's a shot that may be slanderous, you know, defamation of character, because, you know, I've done several videos without information from Ken Fine. So, but that's neither here nor there. Once again, fair use. And I'm just providing commentary on a public comment at a public forum in a county commissioner's meeting. But let's continue.
YouTube channel that has simply regurgitated the lies told by the new Old North. Mr. Taylor also didn't fact check because he went on what he was was told and heard.
See, there's a lot of stuttering there too. So I think, you know, the man who's speaking probably know that, you know, I just read an article. You know, I don't have to fact check when I'm reading an article. Just like I pick up this book right here, and if I get online and read it, and, you know, something in the book is not true, it's not on me. It's on whoever wrote the book. So let's be clear. I don't have to fact check anything when providing political or social commentary on a printed article. Nevertheless, we'll continue.
That is gossip.
Another shot. No, once again, not fact checking is gossip. Now, once again, I can read anything in any paper and not fact check it. That doesn't mean it's gossip. I'm just literally reading something from out of paper. But let's continue.
Fact checking. How do we know it's facts? It's horrible and despicable that Kenneth Fine and Richard Taylor could tell our communities such untruths.
Once again, horrible and despicable that Richard Taylor can tell. I didn't tell. I read an article. But let's continue. And watch what he says here.
It's because you say allegedly, it is not an excuse for reckless behavior.
If you missed it, he said just because you say it allegedly is not an excuse for reckless behavior. Once again, if I think that is, you know, this article alleges, that's showing journalistic protocol or even respect for the individual being talked about in the article. But nevertheless, you know, I'm used to being the bad guy by now. But let's continue.
This is not the first time Kenneth Fine and the New Old North has spread untruthful things about me. This repetitive, defamatory behavior continues to harm me as well as the community. This will have to be addressed, and will look into what remedies I can explore to make sure this wrong done by you, Mr. Fine and Mr. Taylor, and others are corrected.
Okay, so once again, he says a wrong has been done. What wrong has been done? By reading an article. This is a printed publication. Anybody and their mother and their 3-year-old child could read this publication. So first of all, I've done nothing wrong. I didn't write the article. I just talked about it. Shall we continue?
Kenneth Fine has ever reached out to me for what I had to say.
It's about 2 more minutes, so give us some time.
Correction. He reached out to candidates who are running in this upcoming primary. And this is really what all this is about. When it comes to me, it's distraction. Just losing my father has made me think a lot about things.
And once again, my condolences to the gentleman for losing his father. I would never, I can never imagine how that feels. So once again, my condolences, to the gentleman for the loss of his father, sincerely, because I can't imagine that feeling. But I'm going to continue with the video because once again, my name was mentioned in a public commentary at a public hearing or meeting in a public setting. So I think I do have the right and the responsibility to talk about it. Let's continue.
About how precious life is and what you give your energy to and don't give your energy to. I don't believe in giving energy to dark forces.
All right, so that statement right there says he don't believe in giving energy to dark forces, yet and still he's giving energy to the article and the video. So, in my opinion, in my interpretation, we are light. Because once again, in his own words, he doesn't give energy to dark forces. But he's addressing my video and the gentleman's article. That must mean that we are light. Nevertheless, that's just my own verbiage, but let's continue.
It would be hard for me to be interviewed by someone who has repeatedly shown me they are not interested in my truth and only interested in pushing their agenda. I hope the next article, social media post, or video Mr. Fine or Mr. Teller will make is an apology and a retraction to me.
All right. Once again, my name is mentioned, so let me stop it right there. An apology for once again, I don't know what I have to apologize for reading an article, but if you felt like that I shouldn't have read the article and provided commentary on it, then yes, I apologize. But I cannot retract anything because I didn't protract anything. I never said that these allegations were true. I never said anything in the article was true. So there's nothing to retract. And I do apologize if you feel that I should not read an article, a public article on a public platform that anybody could read. So, you have my apologies there, good sir. Let's continue.
For gaslighting us on things they know are not true. But here's what I say to you, the citizens. You've seen my work. You can investigate and verify my work. And I hope it is my hard work that will speak for me in this community. I have contacted my attorney, and he will be addressing this matter.
All right,
There's a code of ethics.
let's talk about that. He contacted his attorney. For what? What can you do? Sue me for reading a public article? Once again, and there's a lot of attorneys out there. So attorneys are not just relegated to one person, but it probably costs you more than you'll get from me. But that's it's definitely going to call you because I don't like to pay. Never mind, I'm going to leave that alone. But let's continue.
In journalism, they must be truthful, accurate, objective, impartial, fair, and accountable to the public. Thank you.
Truthful. Once again, everything I read was a true reading of what happened. Accountable. I'm accountable for what? Never said anything that I read was true. Impartial. Definitely was impartial in reading the article. Never implicated or anything like that. And so it's funny because I'm going to let you hear this ending.
I got a few comments. I do want to thank the staff and the commissioners.
The commissioners, up there, the chair, whoever he is, he continue with county business. He ain't got no time for that. And I don't either. The only reason I address it is because, my name was mentioned. Somebody sent me the video, so of course, and I don't know whether to feel happy, sad, glad, disturbed, offended, appalled. you know, I should maybe contact my lawyer for him speaking about me on as a county commissioner in a public setting. You know, we can play this anyway, calling me a copycat and horrible and despicable, and all of those things are not true. I'm not a copycat. I'm an original. I'm Richard Antonio Taylor, made by Roger. Well, anyway, let's keep it moving. However, I don't know what in the world would cause an individual to write a whole statement. Now, mind you, when I do my videos, I don't have no notes. Sometimes I read articles online, but I just speak from the heart. I speak from my opinion. So I don't have to prepare written statements and things like that. When I'm addressed with something, we're going to talk about it, man to man, man to woman, man to community, whatever the case may be. But we, you know, because I have, you know, nothing to hide. Once again, and as you seen, as I just did, if I feel or if somebody feel that I did something wrong, it's not too big, or I'm not too big, you know, to apologize. Now, what the gentleman didn't tell you in that diatribe, in that monologue, in that soliloquy that was so eloquently written, you know, besides a few stutters here and there, nevertheless, I get his drift. He didn't tell you that the Old North wrote an article about 2 or 3 months ago talking about him and, you know, his lawsuit with the city and everything. And I did a whole entire video defending him and advocating for him in favor of the person that was accusing him of these things. What he did not say is that what he did not say was in 2019 when the gentleman was running for see, he didn't tell you how I was out knocking on doors in West Haven for him and with him. See, they don't tell you about that. They only tell you about the things what they want you to know. Once again, I've been covering the city article for, you know, about a good 7 or 8 weeks when these information first came out. And like I told the gentleman today, I said, I've been covering this information and bits and pieces have come out saying this person did this person did that, this person did this. Now, they're not telling who they are, but they're telling their positions. Now, when the same article I've been reading from for weeks comes out with the names, I'm supposed to just back off because I know these people. That will be disingenuous for me as an informer to the public, as a reporter, as an investigative reporter, which some says I am, but according to him, I'm a copycat and a gossiper, and, you know, you get my drift. Nevertheless, I cannot not say the names. You know, if I've been covering the story, then the names come out. Literally on one of the videos, when we were talking about people who have been accused, former council members and things like that, and I can actually pull it up and show you someone, a detractor, someone who doesn't even like me, says, well, what if you find out that it's one of your buddies, this person or that person, right? I said, well, first of all, you know, whoever said that they were my buddies. Second of all, you know, but you should know by now, I don't discriminate. I did videos on, you know, black people, white people, civilians, teachers, basketball coaches, you know, law enforcement officials, criminals. So how am I supposed to say, oh, well, no, this is off limits, you know, because these are people whom I know. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more I can say, but, you know, once again, I'm trying to be tactful. I'm trying, and next month is going to be another video that's going to get people's attention. And I'm just, you know, once again, I'm going to move on to the next story. I got about 3 or 4 videos that I need to do, but I had to take time to do this because somebody said this to me last night, and I was like, whoa, at a county commissioner meeting, Taylor House Publishing, YouTube, video, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to take it. You know what I'm saying? Should I be terrified because, you know, this gentleman's attorney is going to be contacted? Which I've done nothing wrong, so I'm definitely not terrified. Or should I be elated that, people are aware of the things that I do? Or should I, whatever the case may be, should I be sorrowful? Should I be saddened? I don't know, but I know, once again, like if I cover a story for 2 months and then some names come out there that I am cordial or even friends with, that will be disingenuous. That will be partial, you know what I'm saying, of me to not say those names. What do y'all think, man? 919-587-7782. Everybody knows my number. My number is open. Shout out to my brother Mark Stevens. Now, Mark Stevens, I did a video about him in conjunction with this gentleman and the distinguished lady as well. He is the only one that called me with understanding and allowed me to understand him. We actually talked for about an hour. Called me yesterday, matter of fact. I had to get off the phone with him for about 35 minutes. I had something to do. Good brother. Good brother, even though I read his name. I didn't accuse him of nothing. I just read his name in the article, and he was kind enough. He was loving enough to address me head on, without attitude, without animosity, without what they call it, larceny in his heart, whatever they call it in the streets, larceny. He addressed me, and I was able to understand. Okay, well, tell me more. What else should I need to know? Where else did I err? You didn't err about this. However, you have to ask yourself these questions. How did this, that, and the other happen? And I have more, so I can respect that. And once again, me and that brother, you know what I'm saying? I apologize to you, brother, but that was the name in the article. So that's who I am. So it's been said, if it don't apply, let it fly. Evidently, these people who are responding to the videos can't let it fly. And also, as I mentioned in one video, I've always heard, if you throw a rock to a crowd of people, the one that holler is the one that you hit. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all have a good night.